Hey, all right. So I mean, why it's my responsibility to love you? Now I've noticed in our theme, this is something that comes up over and over and over again. It'll be a situation. This has been going on for 4 years. You'll want to be with me, and then you'll be with somebody else, and then you'll continue to look at me, and then it'll go on. Now this was happening before, around the time I first met you, and this is happening now. So the gang stalking really has nothing to do with it. And I love your family, to pieces, but I don't feel at this point, I don't feel they have anything to do with it. I think what it is there's doubt. Before it was me that had doubt. Now it's doubt coming from within you. Your heart is with me. I love you. This is where your home is. It's obvious. We wouldn't be going through all this stuff if that wasn't true. And I have basically no communication it wasn't until the last few days I even made a YouTube video where I started speaking to you. Before that, I had extreme influence on you. You still didn't want to do any of that stuff. But then when I came on YouTube and I expressed, my heart to you, letting you know that I had felt your heart and I love you, I care for you, I want to take care of you, then things changed. And other people are noticing it too. They're saying, how is JR or Jameel or whatever they call me, how is it that he's able to have this much influence on her? And he's not even directly talking to her, and we talk to her all the time, and we can't get her to do this stuff. That's because this is where where your heart is, where your home is. It's not in you to do this stuff. If it was, you wouldn't have got out of the car and got scared and jumped back in the car at that house right there. You wouldn't have stopped the car in the middle of the street. This is way before this is before I even was making effort to try to do anything. And then I noticed you got I noticed that bothered you. That you wanted me to, in your heart, you want something to manifest deeply. And at this point, I do too. And this is a theme. And we both care greatly for each other. And it's on you. You have to take that step. You have to say that this is what my heart truly wants. That's where my love is. That's where my home is. With JR. I want to follow my heart and communicate with him openly about this, about what we can share with each other. If anybody cares about you, they won't say anything. They won't get in the way. If somebody truly loves you and cares for you, they won't tell you you're wrong for following your heart. They may ask you, are you sure that this is what you feel? But if that's truly what you feel, how can they say you're wrong? And all the other people, they're momentary. I've been watching you go within the gang stalking thing. They pair you up with all these different people, and it's just momentary. You're never happy. You don't want to really do it. I'm sure you go out and you have fun and all that stuff, and I'm all for that. I care about you. I love you. I want you to have a good time. I would never put my own feelings over that. If you're happy, I'm happy. But what I'm saying is your heart's with me, and so you skip amongst these different people. This has been going on. This had nothing to do with the gang stalking. This was back when I first took notice to you. Every time you were with a guy, you would just keep looking back at me, keep looking back at me. Then it got to the point to where you didn't want to be with any guys around me, and you still don't. I gotta stand outside. I'll be having to stand outside, and you'll be way down the street coming this way in order for you to be, and half the time you won't do that. Half the time you don't want to do that, especially since it became obvious that I came out and I said, I love you, I care greatly for you. Then you were just kind of like, whoa, I don't want to do this anymore. And that's why people are influencing you to make decisions to go against your heart because they feel they have something of interest in it. They're not going to be here later on down the road. They're just here momentarily. Now your family will be, but anybody else, their interest isn't in your heart. If their interest was if they truly cared about you and their interest was in your heart, they would tell you to follow your heart. Okay? And so I have no open communication with you. And so the only thing only thing I can do is look at you and stuff, and we can't even really do that now because of the gang stalking thing. And so it's just a situation where you don't want to do what they want you to do, but at the same time, this is where your love is, where your heart is. all you have to do is just take that step. If you take that step, I'll be there to catch you. Have no doubt in it. I have no doubt about you. If I had any doubt about what I'm offering you and loving and taking care of you, I wouldn't have stopped what I was doing and projected my focus onto you. I knew that that's truly what you wanted, and so I put myself aside and said, okay, me and her have to make something work. This is an ongoing theme. We have to come to a conclusion in the theme. It just, it's getting silly. What you don't feel comfortable with another guy around me. It doesn't make sense. You should be outside being able to hang out, and relax and share your love with somebody. It's just a silly situation where your heart's not with any of that stuff. And so where I'm coming from is it's my responsibility to love you and take care of you. These other people that you go through, that you meet, people that you meet, and people that you hang out with, the people around you, their responsibility is limited. My responsibility is to be able to love you for the rest of your life. Not just until the gang stalking paycheck comes, or just for the season. People are going to be hanging out with you just for the season. Just like in the wintertime, it was a different group of people hanging around you. Now you got I've noticed they got several people who you gang stalk with. It's these people are they're just momentary. You know what I mean? This is where your love is. This is where your heart is. So don't hesitate. Just take that step. Just let people know that that's what you truly want. If that's not what you truly wanted, you wouldn't be going through all this frustration over it. So I'm just letting you know I'm aware that's my responsibility. And so, like I said, the only thing keeping it is open communication. We have open companionship, but that's it, and there's no communication. It's my effect on you is stronger than everybody else's effect around. Even your family, even your father, I can tell he's getting kind of frustrated with it. I love your father, don't get me wrong, but I can tell he's getting frustrated with it. He's like, how is it that she's not even talking to this guy, but this guy has an amazing effect on her? To speak up and let them know. Let them know that he has this effect because I love him. He has an extreme pull on my heart. I can't even be around him with another guy. They should be able to see that by themselves. And this isn't something that just started. This has been something that's been going on for 3-4 years. And so the theme has to come, for the theme is getting thinner and thinner and thinner to the point to where now we can have open communication. Like I said a couple of weeks ago, it really wouldn't look probable. Now it is. So what again, no one can tell you no one can tell you if you follow your heart you're wrong. So just know that I love you deeply. This is where your heart is. I'll always love you. I'll always be here to take care of you. Nobody will ever be able to take that place from you. I promise you that. Seriously, I promise you that. So I would never try to put you in a position to make you feel uncomfortable and make you feel like you had to make a decision or something. I'm not like that. I truly love you. So I'm just letting you know, because everybody else around you is trying to place doubt on you. And you know in your heart what the right thing to do is. And then I'm over here and I don't got any communication with you, so I got to be on the internet and people are commenting on me and stuff like, this guy's tripping, he's talking to imaginary people. It's funny. But, so, I don't know, it's silly. It's silly that we shouldn't be able just to talk openly. If that's what we truly want. If you don't have love, you don't have anything. What people are doing is they're giving you, I know you like to have fun, you like to go out and stuff like that, but with the gang stalking stuff and just everything around the scenario, you're being given imitation versions of what your heart wants. You're being given a substitute. When you're in school and a substitute teacher came to the school and the substitute teacher had to pass out extra candy and give the kids extra recess time and stuff because nobody knew who they were, and then when the real teacher showed up, everybody was like, oh, that's the real teacher. Everybody got all happy. That's what it's like with me and you. They give you all this substitute stuff, and then when it comes back around to me, you're like, that's the real thing, JR, I can't do it. And so we're at a point now, we're both grown adults. That's all we need is open communication. And I promise you, you know, no matter what, I love you and I always will, but I'm just trying to help you put it in a manifestation, because you're speaking through your actions. Your actions speak louder than words. You know, I've been watching your actions, and what you're saying is, my heart does not feel comfortable with this. I want to be with JR. But the only thing we don't have is open communication. If we have open communication, that's it. That's all we need is open communication. So don't ever feel like that's not possible. You know, it's very probable. It's very probable that we can do that and come together and you know, be happy, you know, have love and happiness and all that stuff. All you have to do is erase that doubt. Follow your heart and erase all other doubt around it. And say, I'm making my decision based on what my heart wants. I hear other people telling me that this is a situation that and there's doubts as of my actions doing this, but I want to be where my heart is. I want to be where I'm going to receive the love that I want at. I know in my heart that it's not meant for anybody else, so that's what I want. And so people are kind of playing off you. They're playing off you. Your heart wants to be with me, but people know me and you don't have open communication. They see how strong my influence is over you already, and they feel frightened by it because they don't know what to do. So they know if we have open communication, that'll end the theme. It'll just all it's going to take is for you to take 20 seconds and just come say hello, and then what that will do is that will end the theme of me and you having to go through this over and over and over and over and over again. It would just be easier just to end the theme. And just end the theme, and just, you know, then we can go. So, you know, so I'm just letting you know, I'm just putting my perspective on that for you. Letting you know it's my responsibility to love you and take care of you, and anything else anybody tells you, don't let anybody put words in my mouth, because what they want to do, they want me to have a certain perception of you. The gang stalking program tries to make it so I have a certain perception of you. They want to devalue my perception of you. They want me to see you in a certain way that makes me feel that it's not right to pursue you, and that it's not worth it, and that, you know, it's not going to happen. The gang stalking program cannot change my view about you. I love you for who you are. I don't love you for who the gang stalking program tries to make you appear as. I'm not talking to the gangs. I'm talking to you, whoever you are inside as a person. Your soul, your spirit. That's who I'm talking to. I'm talking to you. and so I'm talking to your heart. You know, that's I'm speaking to you directly, as in your heart. And so anything else is irrelevant. So I'm just putting that out there for you, and like I said, I will continue to love you no matter what. So just when you're ready, just take that step. All right.